Hello everyone, welcome back to The Budget Sportsman. Thank you so much for joining me on today's video. If you're thinking, well, there's a strange face I haven't seen on YouTube in a while, well, you would be exactly correct. I have just been in a busy period of life with family and ministry and work responsibilities and all those things, and I just have not been able to get the number of videos put out that I hope to normally, but I'm gonna try to do my best to get some videos out here in the near future. Today, I've got a trail camera review for you. I'm going to be taking a look at the Izeeker IG600 trail camera with built-in Wi-Fi, dual lenses, and a number of other features. So let's jump right into the review. So here it is, the Izeeker IG600. I wanted to just give a shout out to Izeeker here at the beginning of the video to say thank you for sending me this camera for review, but they also sent me a second camera to do a giveaway. Now my intention was that I was going to give it away maybe in the comments of this video, but you may remember that a couple of months ago we did a giveaway of a custom gear modification sidewinder, and that went to a pastor up in Massachusetts, and we even got XOP to come on board and give away a set of climbing sticks and a platform as well. And so I got thinking about it. I thought I really want to sweeten this pot and make it a really awesome giveaway package for Aaron. We really connected, and we've even been texting a lot back and forth since then. And so I ended up giving Aaron that second camera that they sent me for the giveaway. But I do want you to know that in the future, I do want to do some more giveaways, and we'll kind of spread the love a little bit to some more of you subscribers. But just to say a big thank you to Izeeker for both this camera for the testing and review, as well as another one for the giveaway on the channel. Now let's dive into sort of the price point of this camera. As of this morning, I checked, and it is running $120 on Izeeker's website, and Amazon has it for the same price, but at least as of the time I checked today, there was a $20 off coupon. All you had to do on Amazon was hit that little check mark, and you could get that $20 off discount, bringing it down to $100. Now for me, I've said it many times before, but I really enjoy having cheaper trail cameras where I can have more of them, spread them around, and try to get more intel, and not be as worried if I happen to lose one or have one broken or stolen. So for $100 for me is a little bit more than I usually like to spend on my trail cameras, but let's see if the features really add up to make it worth that $100 price point. And let's start by diving in and talking about sort of the build quality and the overall external features of this camera. First of all, let me just say, I do not like the strap at all. The strap is absolute garbage. However, that's pretty common with almost every trail camera I've tested over the last number of years, especially, not limited to, but especially for those cameras that are from some brands that you may not have heard of before, and they tend to have these kind of cheaper straps. I do have a video I made recently about how to upgrade your straps. I don't have a long-term review of those straps. I had a comment that said maybe they're not gonna hold up long-term, but if you wanna watch that video, I'll leave a link up in the corner, and you can go check that video out for yourself and see what you think about those very inexpensive trail camera upgrade straps. Now, as far as the build quality of the camera, it's pretty good. I like the camo pattern on front. You can probably see, especially on video here, that against this tree, it blends in really, really well. Now, the back half of the case is black, so you're not quite seeing that from your angle, but overall, really nice camera. It's got some really nice latches on it. You have to open them and then flip them open. A little hard to do on the off side there, but the latches are good, and the overall build quality is good. I should also mention there is a place for a Python lock, as well as a padlock here to lock the case shut as well. Now when you open it up, inside you're going to find a screen. All of the menu items here are really nice. The buttons are large, they're a little bit raised so they're easy to feel, they're not indented, they're raised up, and all of them except for one have white lettering on them, which make them really easy to read, really easy to see. They're labeled. There's just nothing worse than having several different cameras from different manufacturers and then going to check or change the settings on the camera and not being able to remember how to do it. Everything here is labeled well. It's obvious what it is. You see menu, replay, mode, shot. You have up 4 directional arrows. You have a Wi-Fi button, an OK button, and a day-night mode button, which I'll address more in just a moment. Now, the on, off, and setup switch here does not have those white letters. It does have raised letters, and you can see them just fine. The switch is large. Everything about the switches I really like. Now, on the other side here, you're going to see there's a little string pull tab, and you pull that out, and it releases the cover for the battery tray. You may be able to see right now that I've got 4 AA batteries in the battery compartment right now. Those 4 batteries are included with your purchase. And surprisingly enough, this camera will actually operate on just 4 AA batteries, although it does hold up to 8 batteries. And you're just not going to get the battery life out of this camera by using only 4 as you would if you used 8. However, it does work and work just fine on 4 AA batteries. Unfortunately, I brought this camera out for review, thought it still had a little bit of battery life left, and went to turn it on just now, and the batteries are actually dead. I would really recommend not using just the 4 that it comes with, but actually using a full 8 batteries in this camera. Now, not only does this camera come with 4 batteries, it also comes with a 32 gigabyte SD card as well. So let's put this battery tray back in, and let me address a couple of other things. When you get this camera, you're going to find that it's advertised as having 2 individual lenses. And those lenses are for day mode and night mode. Now in day mode, you're going to have an advertised 4K video quality, and you're also going to have 48 megapixel photos. Now, what you need to understand is that the lens for night mode is configured a little bit differently to try to allow more light in, but it does not give you 4K quality or 48 megapixel photos. It's going to give you 1080p video quality, but it's supposed to give you better quality at night by letting more light into the camera. Now, I'll let you make the decision for yourself when you see the results of my test and seeing the videos and photos that I captured. Personally, I don't necessarily feel like the results at night were that stunning or that much better than other cameras I've used in the past, but I'll let you make that decision. So another important feature of this camera is that it has built-in Wi-Fi. Now I always want to clarify when I say Wi-Fi, this is not a cell cam. What it does is it has a built-in Wi-Fi connection that if your phone is within a reasonable vicinity, let's just say for sake of argument about 60 feet, 20 yards, that's what it's going to work, maybe a little bit further than that, that you can activate the Bluetooth and the Wi-Fi modules, and you can do that from your phone without opening the case, and you can actually preview the images that are on there. You can download the images or videos to your phone, and you can also even preview the live view, in other words, what you're actually aiming at without opening the case, which gives you a true experience of what you're actually going to capture. And it would also allow you to download those images and videos to your phone. I think I already said that. Oh, change your settings. You can change your settings from the phone. Now, I'll be honest, I spent very little time testing the Wi-Fi in this camera because my experience with using Wi-Fi on trail cameras has been mostly not that exciting. For me, it's not a feature that I personally would pay for. Here's the reason why. One of the biggest things that I want to use it for is if I have this camera maybe hung in a tree right here, and I'm going to be hunting a tree in archery season maybe 15, 20 yards away. I want to climb up in my tree in the morning, I want to activate that Wi-Fi, and I want to download those pictures or videos so that I can see if there's been any activity. And the camera does work that way. Unfortunately, on other Wi-Fi connections that I've tried and the little bit that I tested this one, it just seems like it is way too slow to download those images, and I often spent a ton of time killing battery life on my phone trying to get those images or those videos especially. Images are a little bit faster than videos, but videos take a long time to transfer over. The little bit of testing I did with the app and the camera here, the Izeeker camera, everything worked as it should, but like expected, it was a little bit slow. And so it's a feature that I just end up not really using, and certainly not one that I personally would let influence my purchasing decision. Now, with all those details out of the way, I want to go ahead and show you some of the videos and the pictures so that you can make your own decisions about the quality of this Izeeker IG600. All right guys, so there's my quick review of the Izeeker IG600 camera. Overall, I think it is a fine camera with reasonably good image quality. The image quality doesn't blow me away for $100, and I think you're paying for features like Wi-Fi that personally I don't use a whole lot. But either way, I hope the information you found in this video was helpful to you if you are in the market for a new trail camera, especially if you maybe already are looking at the IG600 from Izeeker. Let me know what you think of the video and the trail camera down in the comments. And until next time, remember to get off YouTube and get outdoors into God's great creation.